Hello and welcome. My name is DW and this is my little slice of the internet I like to call Dub's Beauty Diary. Today I'm going to do a tag video that was created by Linda at Glitter Fallout. It's called Do You Remember Your Makeup First? And while I answer these questions, I'm going to put my makeup on for the day. So it's gonna be like a get ready with me with tag video. And if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Just get started here. The first question is what made you first interested in makeup? And I think I would have to say that I was first interested in makeup in high school. I had this friend who would put she would put black eyeliner around her whole eye. I'll insert a picture here. And she just looked so cool, so beautiful. And I wanted to do that, but I wasn't interested in black, so I would always do like, I got these colored liners from Hot Topic, and I would do that on the top, and then black on the bottom. Definitely in the MySpace days. But she was the one that first got me interested in makeup because her makeup was so cool to me. The next question is, what was the first makeup you ever remember applying? And I remember in high school, no, not in high school, elementary school. I was younger than 10. We lived in this house, and my mom never wore makeup, but she did have some just for like those special occasions. So I'm sure it was completely expired, but she had this tube of concealer. It was like a, it looked like a lipstick to me, like in the tube. So I would put her concealer on my lips, and I just thought I was so cool. And she also had the Maybelline Lash, the pink tube, everyone knows it. But she also had that mascara, and I would put that on my eyelashes. I also have tried to put nail polish on my eyelids. Don't recommend. That burns. Yeah, but that was the first. It was definitely the concealer on the lips. And I just thought I was this cool little girl. And then she would, of course, get mad at me for being in her makeup, but that's besides the point. The next question is, who was the first makeup YouTuber you remember watching? And this one is easy for me because I distinctly remember watching Stephanie Nicole do these in-depth makeup, these in-depth, what am I trying to say? Oh, lipstick reviews about different brands, different shades, different everything. She would go in and review them, do check-ins, wear tests, and she would choose some quite interesting colors. I know she did Jeffree Star and Makeup Monsters and Lime Crime, specifically are the ones I remember watching, and that was in 2015. So yeah, she was the first makeup YouTuber I remember watching. I didn't watch all of her videos, but I did watch a lot of them. Okay. The next question is, who was your first true makeup muse? And I think this would have to be Nikki Tutorials. I saw on social media, probably Facebook, the power of makeup, like just the pictures. So of course I went to go search who she was, and I watched that video, and I thought that was so crazy how one person could change their entire look. I mean, she doesn't even look like the same person when she puts on makeup. So I thought that was kind of cool that you could be so transformative. You can be a bigger girl and you can still wear makeup and look super nice. So that was when I first kind of started dabbling in the idea of being able to put makeup on, and that video came out in 2015. So yeah, I still watch her videos, but not as much anymore. And then the next question is, who is or are your current makeup muses? And I wouldn't say that I have any specific muses where I like copy their look or use them as inspiration, but I do like to look on Instagram and Pinterest and watching YouTube, just for like, I admire beautiful looks. So but I never really create them, and I don't think I use them as like an inspiration for my own makeup either, because I kind of just do whatever I want to. So I don't really have a muse, I'd say. So the next question is, what was the first higher end makeup product you remember purchasing? And I wasn't really interested in, I don't know if I wasn't interested or just didn't know about it, but in higher end makeup when I first got into it. So I always have, I had Claire's makeup, I had cheap makeup from Walmart or like Burlington, or you know, something like that. If I wasn't using my Maybelline Bad to the Bronze, or Bad to the Bronze little cream eyeshadow. But so the first expensive or higher end brand or item that I remember purchasing was the chocolate Too Faced palette in, let's see, the Too Faced chocolate bar in 2018. I mean, at the same time, I also purchased Morphe, ColourPop, and Juvia's Place, but I think Too Faced was probably the most expensive out of all of those. I did like all of those brands. I still use ColourPop and Too Faced and Juvia's Place, but I don't use Morphe anymore. Well, I have some palettes, but I don't buy them anymore. Yeah. Then the oh, and the Too Faced palette, it was, I mean, it's alright. It's not my favorite. I wish I could combine the Too Faced with the chocolate gold that I now have, but I don't know how to depot Too Faced shadows, so I guess that's not gonna work for me right now. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. Let's see. What was the first makeup purchase you waited for and bought the second it was released? So this one is, I don't know, kind of embarrassing now that we think about it in hindsight, but I remember watching the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson series on YouTube here, and I was so invested. I love Jeffree Star. I used to watch Shane Dawson when I was way younger, before I got into makeup, and so I watched that whole series, and I was pretty invested in the conspiracy palette, or not even just the palette, but like the whole thing, like the whole experience. Is the palette ugly? 100%. Did I still need it on launch? Oh, definitely. I almost called in sick to work to drive 4 hours to my nearest Morphe store to get in line to get it. And actually, I believe Jeffree Star was at that store at that time, so that would have been kind of cool, but no, I didn't do that. But I did order it online, and yeah, I was part of all of that. I still have the palette. I've still never used it. But it was, I mean, it was kind of a crazy time during all of that. I remember the website like not working, and you had to wait for it to see if you actually got the palette or not, because some people didn't, even though they thought they did. Yeah, it was crazy. And that was in 2019, so that was right before the pandemic and all of that stuff came out about Jeffrey and Shane. Next question is, what is the first time you had your makeup done by someone else? So the very first time, I was in high school, probably like 2003-ish, and me and my friend were getting ready to go to a little junior high dance or whatever. And she was a cheerleader, so this was the trick that the cheerleaders used. But she put glitter on my eyelids and sprayed it with hairspray to make it stay. It worked. It was kind of weird, and I didn't like the hairspray feeling, but yeah, it worked. And I like the way it looked because I like glitter. And we matched, so that was fun. I also felt like I was part of the popular kids because I had cheerleader makeup. But yeah, I don't know. And then the first actual time someone did my makeup was for my first wedding. I've only been married once, but we're divorced. And I did not like that because I was older and I knew how to do my makeup, my style anyway, but I just wanted to be pampered, and yeah, and she just did it, and it looked fine. It just wasn't me. Let's see, what's the makeup product you own that should be the first one thrown out in a declutter, but you just can't do it? So I think that would have to be my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Blow Pony. That was the first lipstick that I got from my mom for my birthday in I'm not sure when it was in, but I'll post a picture over here about it, or with me wearing it, and the year or whatever. And I wore that thing to death. I still have it. I've actually bought and used another one. So I've gone through 2 tubes of that. But I still have the original, and there's still a little tiny bit left. And it still smells like, I think it smells like cola or root beer or something. And yeah, I don't want to get rid of it. I have all of Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks, and I don't plan on getting rid of any of them. I keep them for collection purposes. So if you want to see a video of me lip swatching all of his lipsticks, comment down below. I know that he's not very popular anymore, but it is what it is. And last question, what is the first thing someone should know about makeup? And I just want to say that makeup is subjective. It is for fun. It is an artistic outlet. What you think looks nice and probably isn't what someone else thinks looks nice, and vice versa. But it's not for anyone else but yourself. So do what makes you feel good and confident, and don't listen to anyone else. But that is the Do You Remember Your Makeup First tag. If you like this video, I tag you to do it. Make sure you include Linda at Glitter Fallout in your description because she wanted to see other people do this tag. But besides that, my makeup's done and I'm ready. So I will let you guys go. Bye-bye.